Hello everyone, welcome to this YouTube video. So it's just going to be a quick video where I'm going to do a quick explanation of this this Paludarium tank that I'm sure a lot of you have seen on Instagram and Facebook. So yeah, it's a custom built glass tank, 102.5 centimeters long. So I had it made to actually fit this cabinet, which I already had, and it fit nicely in this gap in the shop. So yeah, it's basically one huge piece of wood. As you can see, I think that wood's about 7 foot, maybe even more than that. It's taller than me anyway. And a few rocks in the bottom, and behind the wood, just underneath the wood, it's actually plain glass. There's actually nothing under there at all. We've got sand, just plain silver sand on the bottom, leaf litter, some catappa leaves, and mulberry, I think. Livestock wise, we've got some gold white cloud mountain minnows. I just added them to show up, look really nice. And there's also some wild betta splendens in there as well, which are really cool because you see them sort of darting in and out of the rocks, in amongst the leaf litter. And they love it in there because I keep the water nice and soft, and all the tannins and everything, low flow. They love it in there, nice shallow tank. So yeah, I'll just take you around and show you, try and give you an explanation of how I set it up. Right, so as I said before, this is one large piece of wood. There are a couple of other smaller pieces of wood I've just put in here and here just to add extra little details. So where to start? I did the hardscape first, so I put the bit of wood in, sort of tried it a couple of orientations, and this just worked perfectly. It was almost like the wood was made for it. So yeah, I did that first, got that in position, and then put the rocks in just around the base of the wood. Yeah, and that was the hardscape, and it stayed just hardscape only for quite a long time while I decided what I was going to do, how I was going to plant it and everything like that. So the main planting is this section at the top here with all the ferns. We've got phytonias, lots of mosses, even got some bromeliads in there now, St John's wort, Justicia. I've even put this Acer in the back here as a bit of an experiment, but it seems to be doing well. Lots of different textures, different tones, different colours, got reds, greens, all the variegated leaves. So yeah, it's a bit of a jungle. So the way I planted this at the back, I wonder if we can get in. There's a Hessian sort of hammock that goes in at the back, so I've attached it to the wood along here, and then using rubber suckers like the sort you'd attach like a heater in an aquarium to, I've attached it to the back of the glass there, so it's created this sort of hammock in the back. So I filled that then with Tropica aquarium soil, and yeah, planted the plants into that basically. Not all of them, I mean the Phytonia is literally just rested roots on top of the soil and on top of the wood. These are growing almost like epiphytes, so there's no soil at all, just literally getting their nutrients from the water. Little tiny spider there. Yeah, and then what I've done with the filtration, there's the where the water comes in here to the filter, and the filter is under here, which is an Oasi Biomaster Thermo 600, which then returns back to the tank up here, and along the back, keeping the soil wet, is a spray bar, so it's constantly kept wet, nice damp conditions for the ferns. And then the end of the spray bar comes out here, and there's a hose that goes in under the wood there, needs cleaning. There's a bit of blue-green algae in there at the moment, which I need to sort out. But yeah, and I drilled a little hole in here, and it just sticks in there. Some water carries on down the wood and keeps the wood moist for all the mosses, and some of it drips underneath. You can see it actually filling up this bromeliad here, and that just makes this cool little effect in this cave area under there. So yeah, that's basically the filtration and the plants. What else is there that I've got to show you? Yeah, the aquatic plants, not many really, just some Anubias, Hygrophila pinnata. Yeah, I think that's basic setup. Well, the light is a Twin Star 900 SP, so that's the pendant hanging over there. I've got to sort out this isn't put on right. This is one of those jobs that I'll get around to. Photo up here was taken by George Farmer and given to us when he visited on our open day, so thanks George for that, amazing. So yeah, I'll talk a little bit now about the maintenance. Okay, so maintenance wise it is really easy. I do very minimal maintenance to it. I tell myself I'm going to do weekly water changes, but often I don't. It's almost every 2 weeks. I do top it up quite regularly because obviously there's a lot of water moving down the wood. There's going to be a lot of evaporation with the open top tank. So maybe twice a week I'll just top it up with RO water. Needs topping up now, so I normally keep it about 1 inch from the top. Yeah, and other than that, water changes, hoovering up the sand, making sure that's kept nice and clean. Sometimes changing the leaf litter if I need to. I have started dosing a liquid fertiliser in here now. I've found that the growth on the plants has slowed down quite a bit, so I thought I'll keep on top of the dosing. So I dose about 15 ml of TNC Complete every day. And that seems to keep the plants happy. Clean the filter every now and again, so every other week I'll clean the pre-filter on the Oazi. Trim plants if they need it, but don't really need it very often. Occasionally you might pull out a few little dead leaves from underneath the ferns and stuff like that. Obviously feed the fish, and that's it really. It's basically the same as you would a normal aquarium, maybe even less, because I've got minimal aquatic plants that don't grow very quickly. Plants at the top don't grow very quickly, so yeah, it's minimal maintenance, maximum impact. Yeah, and I love it. It's one of my favourite displays I've ever created. Yeah, and it's really popular in the shop. So there we go, thanks for watching. Really quick, not a very professional video, but hopefully it's helpful and it kind of explains a bit about how I created it and how I maintain it and stuff like that. Nothing super complicated. Just try different things, try different plants, try different ways of doing things. Get creative, and you'll find that most plants aren't that difficult to grow. You provide them with water, nutrients, light, and you'll find that a lot of them will grow in a lot of conditions. I mean, I've heard a lot of people say that Fittonia is really fussy. It's not even growing in soil here, and it's just doing well. The colours are just incredible. So yeah, try different stuff, get creative, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.